Have you ever wondered what separates the truly successful from those who fall just short? Could it be the thin line between confidence and overconfidence? In the pursuit of success, confidence is an essential companion. It's the spark that lights the fire within us, pushing us to conquer our fears and overcome obstacles. It's the fuel that powers our actions and decisions, enabling us to take calculated risks and step out of our comfort zones. Confidence is the bedrock on which we build our dreams. It's the voice inside our head that says, "You can do this," even when the odds seem stacked against us. But here's the twist in the tale. There's a darker side to this empowering trait, a shadow that lurks just beneath the surface: overconfidence. It's when our self-assuredness tips over the edge, transforming from a strength into a potential pitfall. This is where we start to overestimate our abilities and underestimate the challenges that lie ahead. Overconfidence can make us blind to our weaknesses and oblivious to the risks. It's like driving a car at high speed with a blindfold on, oblivious to the twists and turns of the road ahead. So how do we differentiate between confidence and overconfidence? Think of it as a balancing act. On one side, we have confidence, which is about having faith in our abilities, but also recognizing our limitations. It's about taking calculated risks, not reckless ones. On the other side, we have overconfidence, where we start to believe we're invincible, ignoring the potential pitfalls and warning signs along the way. Both confidence and overconfidence impact our journey towards success, but in very different ways. While confidence propels us forward, overconfidence can lead us astray. As we navigate the path to success, it's essential to strike the right balance between the two. So confidence is indeed a key ingredient to success, but when does it cross the line to overconfidence? Let's explore. Picture this. Confidence is the belief in your abilities, while overconfidence is an inflated version of this self-belief. Imagine you're a skilled swimmer who's trained for years. You know you can complete laps with ease. That's confidence. Now imagine thinking you can swim across the ocean because you're good at swimming laps in a pool. That's overconfidence. Confidence is like a well-constructed bridge. It's based on a solid foundation of skills, experience, and knowledge. It's knowing what you're capable of, and it's grounded in reality. Confidence is understanding your limits and working within them to achieve success. On the other hand, overconfidence is like a bridge made of clouds. It looks solid from a distance, but once you step on it, it can't support your weight. Overconfidence is an exaggerated perception of your abilities, and it's often not rooted in reality. It can lead you to underestimate challenges and overestimate your ability to tackle them. You may find yourself ill-prepared for the task at hand, and this can lead to miscalculations and errors. Overconfidence often stems from a lack of self-awareness. It's not always about being egotistical or arrogant. Sometimes it's simply not understanding your own limitations. It's like thinking you can lift a car because you're strong without considering the weight of the car or the limits of human strength. To accurately evaluate one's capabilities, it's crucial to cultivate self-awareness. This means understanding your strengths, but also acknowledging your weaknesses. It's about being honest with yourself and recognizing that everyone has limits. And that's okay, because limits aren't barriers to success. They're just factors to consider on the road to success. Understanding the difference between confidence and overconfidence is a step towards achieving a balanced self-perception. Confidence is a powerful tool that can help you achieve your goals. Overconfidence, however, can lead you down a path of unrealistic expectations and potential disappointment. Clearly, while confidence can propel you forward, overconfidence could potentially trip you up. Overconfidence, as we've established, can be a pitfall, but how does it truly impact our lives and decision-making? Overconfidence can sometimes masquerade as self-assurance, but it's not the same thing. It's like a wolf in sheep's clothing, leading us to believe we're invincible, that we can conquer all without preparation or forethought. This can result in poor decisions and actions that we might later regret. Imagine you're a runner preparing for a marathon. You've run a few 5K races, and you're feeling pretty good about yourself. So good, in fact, that you decide not to train for the marathon. You just show up on race day, expecting to breeze through the 26 miles because you've run 3 miles a handful of times. That's overconfidence. and it's going to lead to some painful, probably disappointing consequences. In the realm of decision-making, overconfidence can be equally damaging. It can lead us to underestimate risks or overestimate our abilities. We might take on more than we can handle, or we might make rash decisions without properly considering the consequences. In the end, we might find ourselves in a predicament that we could have avoided with a little humility and careful thought. Overconfidence can also strain our relationships. When we're overconfident, we might come across as arrogant or dismissive of others. We might think we're always right, that we have all the answers, and that can push people away. Nobody likes to feel undervalued or overlooked, and that's often how people feel when they're dealing with someone who's overconfident. It's important to maintain a balanced self-perception. Recognize your strengths, but also acknowledge your weaknesses. Understand that it's okay not to know everything, and it's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn and grow. It's a delicate balance, but it's a crucial one to strike. Overconfidence can lead us down a path of misjudgments and missed opportunities, but how can we keep our confidence in check? Taming overconfidence is no easy task, but it's certainly achievable. Where do we start? Well, the first step is to recognize it. Overconfidence is like an unruly horse. It might give you a thrilling ride, but without control, it can also throw you off at the most unexpected times. The second step is seeking feedback. This can be a tough pill to swallow, but it's a necessary one. Feedback is the mirror that reflects our blind spots, those areas of overconfidence we might not see in ourselves. It's important to seek feedback from a variety of sources, be it peers, mentors, or even those who may not always agree with us. They can offer perspectives that challenge our own, and in doing so, help us understand where our confidence might be tipping into overconfidence. The third step is practicing humility. This doesn't mean downplaying your achievements or abilities. Rather, it's about acknowledging that there's always room for improvement, that there's always more to learn. It's about understanding that success is not just the result of our own efforts, but also the contribution of others and the circumstances in which we find ourselves. The fourth step is continual learning and growth. Overconfidence often stems from a belief that we know it all, that we have nothing more to learn. But the world is a vast and complex place, and there's always something new to discover. By committing to lifelong learning, we can keep our confidence in check and ensure it doesn't spill over into overconfidence. The final step is self-improvement. This is where we take all we've learned about our overconfidence and use it to become better versions of ourselves. It's about turning our newfound self-awareness into action, channeling our self-belief into productive, confident action. Overcoming overconfidence is a journey, not a destination. It requires persistence, courage, and a willingness to look within. But the rewards are well worth the effort. By recognizing and addressing our overconfidence, we can channel our self-belief into productive, confident action. The line between confidence and overconfidence may be thin, but it's critical to our success and well-being. This is where we began our journey today, and it's worth repeating because it's the crux of the matter. Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned. We started by unraveling the confidence conundrum, where we discovered that confidence is about having faith in our abilities and skills. It's about knowing that we can rise to the occasion, face challenges head-on, and come out on the other side stronger and wiser. Confidence is an ally that can propel us forward, helping us to achieve our goals and dreams. Then we moved on to the intricate dance between confidence and overconfidence. We found that overconfidence is confidence misjudged and overstretched. It's when we not only believe in our abilities, but also underestimate the challenges we may encounter. Overconfidence is a deceptive friend that makes us complacent and can lead us down the path of disappointment and failure. We explored the downside of overconfidence, the unseen pitfalls that it can lead us into. Overconfidence can blind us to potential risks and prevent us from preparing adequately. It can make us overestimate our abilities and underestimate the effort required. This can result in poor decision-making, mistakes, and even failure. But all is not lost. We delved into the strategies for overcoming overconfidence. We learned the importance of continuous learning and self-reflection. We discovered that seeking feedback and maintaining a growth mindset can help us keep our confidence in check. We realized that it's okay to be wrong sometimes, and that mistakes are opportunities for growth and learning. In the end, it all comes down to balance. It's about being confident enough to take risks and face challenges, but not so overconfident that we disregard potential difficulties or underestimate the effort required. As we stride forward in our journey, let's remember to keep this balance. Remember, confidence is believing in your abilities. Overconfidence is underestimating the difficulties. Stay confident.